Nearly every individual person, even a kid, probably knows something that the majority of us don't. This could be useful trivia your favorite uncle related, or a class you've taken that was offered to everybody but not required to graduate, or simply knowledge you've picked up deliberately because you did research into a topic that's relevant to your life or your job or whatever. When you have time to look around GreenEra.Network, notably the network page, you'll see I have designed what may be a somewhat unique program in which network members, once I get some, who choose to advertise on that site are more or less required to contribute educational content to the website. That adds to its value, which brings more viewers, which is what advertisers want, right? Having contributed something of value, as you might imagine, also adds to the credibility of the business or nonprofit or club, etc., as well as the people associated with it. The annual cost for GreenEra Network membership is $10. It's the same regardless of whether you're an individual or a family, struggling business in Idaho with practically no marketing budget, or an online-only organization anywhere in the world who'd like to be affiliated. Families and individuals are not required to make an educational video, but if you're a member, you're certainly invited. I'll add pages as necessary to make space where the whole world, theoretically, could watch you teach us all about the breeding habits of rodents, for example. Once I've finished explaining here, this will be an example of the kind of educational content video that even a child could produce to represent your family if you wanted. If you'd like me to add titles, pictures, business logos, and other gigas to your production, like mine have, as long as your instructions are precise and clear enough for me to follow, I could very likely do all that in less than an hour in a relatively short video. 1 hour is my minimum for all projects. I charge the same irregardless of who. This week that would cost you $20. My hourly rate will vary some, but I'll always keep it as affordable as possible. You see, I'm predicting that the COVID economy will continue to degrade down to the granular level. In a few months, a year at best, small businesses in our communities will be vitally important to keeping people employed and still able to feed their families. That's the main thrust of my guerrilla marketing co-op idea, and the reason I intend to provide professional services at the lowest possible cost, so even startups, which we will soon need in droves, I predict, can get noticed. Now, finally, I'm going to pronounce 3 alphabets that most English-only speakers may not know. The first is easiest because it's the English alphabet pronounced for clarity. It's used by the U.S. military and other NATO members. As you might imagine, radio communications in the field can sometimes be weak, garbled, laden with static, easy to misunderstand. That can be a vital situation in a battle. In order to avoid situations like, was that a K or an A you said, they say Kilo and Alpha. Here's the whole thing. Alpha, Bravo, Charlie, Delta, Echo, Foxtrot, Golf, Hotel, India, Juliet, Kilo, Lima, Mike, November, Oscar, Papa, Quebec, Romeo, Sierra, Tango, Uniform, Victory, Whiskey, X-Ray, Yankee, Zulu. Police officers have a similar alphabet. Sorry, I don't know why it's different from the military. The German written language uses the same character set as English, but they pronounce most of their letters differently. Here's what that sounds like. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, V, X, Y, Z. The third alphabet I'll pronounce for you is Greek. Funny thing about Greek is that Greek scholars pronounce many of those letters differently than you probably heard at your university with all those Greek societies. It doesn't really matter much to college students who never will, for example, be comparing translations from original Greek. I'm just warning you ahead of time, if you want to pronounce Greek properly, you may have to do some unlearning first. A few minutes ago, I wrote the letters out, capitals and small letters, on paper for 2 reasons. First, this is an example of what you could do at home. Second, just to show you that they aren't that hard to write. So, here goes. Alpha, Beta, Gamma, Delta, Epsilon, Zeta, Eta, Theta, Iota, not Iota, Iota, Kappa, Lambda, Mu, Nu, Xi, Omicron. P, not pi, P, because it's iota, not iota. P, Rho, Sigma, Tau, Upsilon, Phi, Chi, Psi, Omega. Now you know something you didn't know 5 minutes ago. Wasn't that easy? My name's Jim. Peace.